Guess what? It grows the economy. Benefits everybody. Hurts nobody.
It may get bigger, it may get a little bigger, it may not get bigger at all. We'll see what happens. But regardless of what happens, we're totally prepared.
I have Beckerman. What up, Mark?
I got my friend Umberto down the street.
And Kyle, what's up, brother? We got Chris in here. What's up, Chris? What up, Mark? What's going on? Are you going to give us the NFT update? Oh, what up, Norman? David,
Hey. I want to know who the fuck is the real comic book community? Who? Is it this weirdo?
What up, C-Bizzle?
Station.
Good to see you, man. Thanks for jumping on.
What's up, guys?
What up, Digger Jim?
Like,
What's up, Travis? What up,
Bro?
dude? Mike would be a great guy to tell a story.
What's going on, Blake?
Scotty, are you involved? Hey, what up, Drag? Good to see you, homie. What up, BLC? How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man?
Remy Q, what's up, my guy? Hey, what up, Carrie?
Yes,
She let it-
I Google things.
God,
I think it's
Big
funny,
in the
though,
house.
that-
What's up, dude?
Biggie.
What up, LCS? You know anything about this?
Circumstance, can you hum it for us?
No. dun, 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 dun. What up, man? Spine6 crew in the house.
Oh, you look especially shiny today, Phil.
Trev, the shipping guru. What's up, my dude? What's up, Sagi? What's up, man? Rob's Fat Stacks. Are you here to stop FOC? Shout out to Frog Brawler. What's up, Alan? Comic Viking.
You're right, guys.
Cuffy's in the house from my guy Flo.
What's up, baby?
Uh-oh, we got another first-time appearance. Great show tonight. Lady Fantastic in this Christmas. What up, Mad Spidey? Thanks for coming through, my
Finally,
man.
get
How you
on
doing?
one. I'm in for so much stuff.
We got Papa in the house. What's up, man? Thanks for jumping.
Haters gonna hate.
Butts.
What up? What up? What up? It is Tuesday once again, and we are back for another FOC and chill. Shout out to all the homies who have joined us for episode 60 of FOC and chill. Crazy 60 episodes of this thing. But let's get to the chat. We got my homie Las Cruces in here early. Appreciate you as always showing love to the channel. Always appreciate anything that you guys can do to push the algorithm. Always appreciate it, man. And plus, it takes time out your day, so it's a big deal. We got my man Brian LCS. Probably not going to make it tonight, but wanted to say hi. Go Rangers. I don't care about hockey, so I can't disagree with that. We got my man Beckerman in the house. Shout out to my homie Beckerman and Jill on their anniversary. A long, healthy marriage. Beckerman was insisting that it was the best decision of her life. I was less sure about that. Less sure. it was the best decision of his life. I don't know about hers though. That's questionable. We got my comic book dad in Indie Comics and Reviews, Lorenzo, in the house. Thanks for joining us. He's got a little extra free time. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow night. There's going to be no Wednesday night show with Lorenzo. And 2 years of doing this, over 2 years of doing this thing with him, I've missed like 2 or 3 times. He's missed 0 times. So it's going to be weird tomorrow not having a show, but well-deserved, and absence makes the heart grow fonder. So we'll be excited to get that show coming back. But thank you for coming through. And I knew Beckerman, the poll is up. Have you liked the stream? 73% have fuck yes, they have liked the stream, and 27% say nah, I think you're zesty. Which, if you were watching church with Bleeker on Sunday, then you probably get that little joke there. What's up, Meatwad? One of my newest subscribers. So thanks for coming through, man. Had a good time hanging out with you. We got my homie Frog Brawler. Thanks for joining us. Let me get this link in the chat. Actually, I'm tripping. My bad, guys. Going through everybody. Didn't even invite everybody on. We'll see. Are we going to talk about FOC? Or are we gonna chill? You guys let me know. We got Kansas City in the house. Swag does here. Good to see you, my man. Thanks for joining us. Sledhead is back. Been missing your brother. Good to see you. It was good to see you last Wednesday night too, man. I'm sure, life gets in the way. It's, you're not always here, but it's nice that you could be here. And it's always real nice. So good to see you, homie. We got Nowhere Bound in the house. Man, I don't know what's going on with my voice. We got Nowhere Bound here. What's up, man? Thanks for coming through. We got my man Damien, Sleepy Reader 666, maybe one of the most misleading usernames on YouTube. I don't know. You tell me, guys. Not a lot of goat sacrifices going on over there. So I don't know. A little misleading. 19 years of marriage. Yeah, that's crazy. It's impressive. Congratulations to Jill for making it this far, man. I'm so proud of her. The things that she just goes through day in and day out. I mean, everybody, prayers to Jill. Shout out to her for taking care of our Becker man, because he would not make it without her. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He's fucked without her. So shout out to Jill. Yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy without Lorenzo, man, but well deserved for him. He lost his pup, which I lost my pup, and I'm still hurting over it. So I get it, man. I definitely get it. So, but like I said, when it comes back through, it'll be that much more lit. Looking forward to. Oh, look at this! We got Pocan Joe in the house. It was cool seeing you over there with Gary B tonight. We had my guy TJ Flash by Night on the 1011. Always a good time over there. So if you missed that, definitely catch the replay. Those are my guys. Pocan Joe. It's almost time, man. It's almost time. Heroes Con. Can't wait. Round 2. I'm not getting this drunk. I'm not getting that drunk this time. Okay. So don't even try it, because you're a bad influence on me. Yes. What up, Mark? Good to see you, my man. And yes, Jill deserves all the things. All of the things. And yes, Beckerman, that's a nice thing. This is how we get through, is Beckerman has just enough self-awareness. Just enough to get us through day by day. I let the goats live in my basement. No sacrifice. Oh, what a guy. What a guy. That makes a lot more sense than sacrifices. The hell you are. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. I can't believe it's so close, man. All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. Got our hotel, got the jet. I need to pay Rob, actually. I just saw he sent it to my other email, so I need to switch that over and get Rob paid for the Friday night shenanigans. But man, I'm so excited for Heroes Con. If you're not already plugged in for Heroes Con in Charlotte, North Carolina, June 14th to June 16th, you should probably try and get plugged in. It's going to be a good old time with a whole bunch of comic book nerds. And man, I'm so excited to be back. I went 2022, had to miss last year. But this year, the Empire Strikes Back, man, and I cannot wait. Sacrifice a lot of money at the LCS. Well, that's good, man. Support your LCS. Hopefully, they're good to you as you are good to them. I think I have a heavy week actually tomorrow, so I think I'll be dropping bombs as well. And yes, of course, the Comics Curing Cancer booth will be at Heroes Con, booth 1769, centrally located. Going to be one of those great hangout places, and they're going to be doing some very cool things there. So definitely come check the guys out, see what they got going on. And who knows, you might win something cool. You never know with those guys, man. So I can't, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see Digger Jim's beautiful freckles, man. I'm so sad that Brother John's going to be missing, but I'm still, as Legion said, still holding out hope that maybe we can get both brothers there this year again. I was so spoiled in 2022 to get both of you. But hopefully we can do it again, man. Fingers crossed. Manny the Hobgoblin Collector. What's up, Manny? Thanks for joining us, man. Link is in the chat if you guys are trying to stop this FOC. Otherwise, we'll get right to the FOC and get on out of here. It's entirely up to you guys. Oh, yeah. Well, there's gonna be plenty of content. We were talking, like, you're probably gonna be sick of Heroes Con content that weekend, and you're gonna be like, all right, I'm just gonna go. Who's just doing the normal hangout stream? I don't want to do the Heroes Con stuff anymore, because I imagine we're gonna go ham. I'm always bad about creating content, because there's always the battle of enjoying the moment as well as creating content, and I always lean more into enjoying the moment, but I'm going to try and do a better job of getting that content, because it's going to be something that I want to document. I want to be able to look back on. So I'm going to try and get the videos and the pictures to make sure that we can do that, because it's going to be an epic one, man. It's going to be a big one. And then right after that, we're rolling right into the CBC Awards and Comics Curing Cancer. So kicking off the end of the year, another comic book year, another year in this comic book culture, this hobby. We got Wilbur in the house. What up to all the zesty people? If you missed Bleecker Street's church, me and my homie Biggie got into a discussion about football and the definition of zesty. I think the definition is clear, but you be the judge. Always good stuff. But poll is up, guys. Have you liked the stream? Fuck yes. Or nah, I think you're a bit zesty. Inside joke there. If you want to be inside, like I said, go check out Bleecker. We got, did I say what's up to Brandon? What's up, Dismay Comics? One of my favorite guys to back on the old Kickstarter. Good to see you, my man. Thanks for coming through, joining us for another FOC and Chill. Will there be any poo on the showroom floor? Well, I sure hope not. I sure hope not. I'm sure that's a reference to something that I'm missing. Did you see Casey has a small con the weekend after Heroes? I might pop in for one day just to meet Ray Park and Chuck Norris. Well, I mean, if I'm not broke, I would be down. It's very unlikely that I'm not going to be super broke. I'm going to spend way more money than I have, probably more money than I should. Not more than I have, but more than I should at Heroes Con. But it's going to be worth it, man. Well, that's the question, Frog. And what is zesty? You have to go back and take a look at church to to dive into that. When you get to the football discussion, you've made it. That's where that whole thing comes up. Bleecker was yeah, Bleeker's always a good time, man. And so it's a nice vibe, a good hangout, people just coming through, having a good time. And you never know what the subject will be, you know. Could be sports ball, could be just about damn anything, really. Except for politics. We all avoid politics pretty much. Well, that seems a problem. I do remember that happened at New York. Well, we don't get down like that in Charlotte, so I'm sure it's not going to be a problem. Oh well, man, we're gonna stream it, buddy. So live vicariously through it, and maybe next year, because there should always be a next year. I say, Heroes Con should be the spot every year where if you got the money and you got the time, then that's going to be the place to be. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm down for whatever, guys. We're getting awfully close to the FOC. I will tell you that. I thought there was some drama that we could talk about, but I looked into it and it was some Comicsgate bullshit. So it wasn't anything that I could really get into. I thought there was something going on with Ed Pisker, but when I actually read the article, then it became clear that it was some clickbait. I got tricked. Damn it. So no drama to discuss that I'm aware of. Just C3 coming up really is the only thing that I'm excited about. And of course, Heroes Con and then C3. Thank you very much, Bleecker. I try. You know, it's one of those things that I work on. I mean, hopefully you mean that in a nice way and not in a what's his name? Jackson Mahomes way. What up, K-Pop? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. Check out K-Pop. She's been having some great indie artists and writers on her channel, man. And it's always a good time. Always enlightening, too, if you're interested in that process. Always ask great questions. All right, but let's get into it. Let's see. What do we got here for the previews? Not a lot of stuff really stuck out to me. I feel like I had a hard time picking 8 covers to put on the thumbnail. Usually it's pretty easy. Usually I have to cut down from like 15 covers, but this time I'm struggling to even find. Come on, man. I was so close.
This close. I'm surprised no one else jumped on. I've just been sitting here doing my thing, listening.
I was getting ready to just click. You know, it'd be okay if we did it one time. You know, Department of Truth is back.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm very excited about that. But hey, tell me about like since you've started getting into the counterculture comic stuff. Like it was a couple weeks ago you first discovered that, right? And now here you are again mentioning you stumbled upon a Comicsgate article. How
Yeah.
far down that unbearable rabbit hole of drama? That's the drama you don't want.
Yeah, I didn't get very far. Well, because I thought it. So the clickbait was something about some Alexi DeCampi.
Not familiar.
I wasn't either, but apparently they're blaming her for Ed Piskor.
Oh, is this the woman who?
But she's 60 years old, so it's not the young girl. It's some other person. And I didn't get deep enough to figure out why they were blaming her, but they were playing off drama between her and the Ed Piskor's family. I guess Ed Piskor's family was invited to some award, so she was going to another award. It was probably just it felt like all bullshit to me, but once I actually looked at it. So I'm sad that I'm even talking to you about it right now, actually. Because it wasn't anything worthwhile. Because you know me, I'm always looking for drama to pull up, but it wasn't real.
I wasn't necessarily worried about that article as much as I know a couple of weeks ago you said you had found some other channels that are kind of just like the engagement farming channels, to put it.
And there, because it's if you look at it, there's this ecosystem on both sides. You have the Comicsgate, and they're out there farming outrage about Ed Piskor and all these things. But then you also have these other channels, which I can't remember. I posted a clip of what they were like though on Instagram. But I found this other channel where they were coming at it from the left, but like they were douchebags too. Like they were just not cool people in any. And I realized that that's what the culture war does to you. Is like if you choose a side, everything is justified. You know, being a complete douchebag is justified, and you know you're righteous in doing it. What's up, Bleak? Good to see you, my man. Are you feeling zesty today?
I am so zesty, bro.
We can tell from the facial hair. You don't have a choice with that mustache but to be zesty.
What up, Frog? Good to see you, my man. I'm waiting for Bleak to hit us with that V for Vendetta cosplay, man. It's gonna be dope. Sick.
Except instead of wearing a mask, he just says white face.
Just white face? Perfect.
Just put the hat on, you're done.
You can still get away with white face, yeah? Yeah, I think so, right?
I think so. It's worth trying.
I haven't seen this legacy page, but I'll definitely check it out.
Is anybody talking about the fact that Ed Piskor may have had some mental illness? I don't know. I don't think suicide's something you just do, man.
Well, I think that it is when you have extreme, when your whole life is taken away like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be mental illness that leads you to that. I think.
That's fair, but suicide is pretty extreme. That's extreme.
I think that's an extreme statement to say his whole life was taken away, because did he even have time to figure out what was taken away or not?
Well, when I say his whole life was taken away, I don't mean that literally. I just mean in his mind.
I tend to believe that he was probably on the edge most of his life.
Yeah, I would have no idea.
I mean, that spawns creativity to a degree.
You got to think of how many people at this point, especially in the past 4 or 5 years, have gone through the same allegations, if not worse, and come out the other side still with careers and whatnot, what have you. It could have been hard for him for however he approaches and views life and handles things, but that could lean into what Bleak said.
For me, that comes down to a question of where do you derive your value and worth from? And that's one of the big switches in how I view the world for me is as I got older, I stopped looking to the world for my value. And especially as I found my wife and I had my family, I started to look to my family for my value, to where it doesn't matter at all what other people say. You know, that's why it's always weird to me when someone gets all upset because another channel said something about them. And it's like, do you derive your value from that other channel? Is that what the issue is here? Because if you don't derive your value from them, then who gives a single fuck, right? As long as my wife isn't pissed at me. Now, if she's pissed at me, then my walls come crumbling down. But as long as I'm good with her.
It's only natural to want like your peers to say good things about you.
But I think
I wouldn't crumble my world, but I might be a little fucking pissy if I was all fucking Circumstances was calling me a piece of shit last night. What a dick bag.
What up? Well, for me, it comes down to the why, right? If I'm calling you, if I'm going off about you, and you look at what it's about, and it's like some dumb shit, well, then you don't have to care. Like if a channel's going off about me, and I look at it, and I feel like they're right, then that's something that I got to figure out with me. That's completely separate from them. And if I look at it and I see it and it's mean, but I feel like it's all bullshit, then I just don't. You don't have to care, man. You really don't. And I think I see a lot of people just caring way too much. Like Durr's getting all mad about Sticky Goose. Like, why, dude? Why do you care?
What happened there? I missed that.
Yeah, what did Sticky Goose?
God, that was the funniest shit ever.
I don't even know why Durr's was mad at Sticky Goose, but I did watch the Sticky Goose video going in on him, and it was
so funny.
So Sticky Goose went in on Durr's?
Sticky Goose, well, all he did was, if we're being fair, Sticky Goose went and got a mirror and just held it up for Durr's. It was so funny.
Yeah, he got him pretty good. He never says Durst's name. He never posts to him. He never says who he's talking about.
Yeah, so I saw that video like shortly right after it posted, and when he makes that subscriber comment, I paused it and went to Durst's channel, and it was still spot on. For the last video subscriber comment, and
he did his homework, huh?
He did.
Well, but I mean, like the contradiction.
I just had to verify. I'm like, is he talking about Durst? Is this a Durst thing? And then he mentions the views. I went over and looked, like, it is Durst.
So basically, what happened is I think Durst got mad about the YouTube people video, right?
Yeah.
The different types of YouTubers video, which I watched that video. I don't know why we would be mad about it, but I guess he was mad about that. But so if you look at Durst's channel, his channel is all about spreading good vibes and positivity,
mental health awareness and positivity.
Yeah, Sticky Goose doesn't drive with that.
Well, here's the thing, though, is that he also basically just came out and threatened Sticky Goose pretty much about Heroes Con because Sticky's going to be at Heroes Con.
Oh my god!
No, but Durst wouldn't be the first person to threaten Sticky Goose for Heroes Con. Like, he's not the first one. So
I mean, if you're threatening Sticky Goose about Heroes Con, you probably should get a fucking life. I'm sorry.
That's ridiculous.
I agree.
I love you, Durst, but if we're threatening other content creators, talking about possing up, come on, man. We're not high schoolers here.
Except for Mark, I'm actually going to beat Mark up when I see him. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know.
We're not high school.
Part of getting to know me.
Ridiculous.
As soon as I see Mark's toes, I'm fucking losing.
We're throwing down, man.
You're going to be seeing a lot of my toes.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna fucking lose it on you.
Unless you find me at work, you're going to see my toes.
So I guess
there's a portion of people who've known me for years at this point. I mean, like, we're talking solid decade that have never seen me with shoes on.
I have yet to see it.
Wow.
I haven't seen it yet.
No, I'm not gonna fucking do it. Like,
don't plan on seeing it at Heroes Con. I don't
even bring shoes to Heroes Con. I bring my pair of flip flops, and that is it.
I was literally chuckling to myself today. I was thinking about that time where I said something about rallying people over a stupid cause, and I did like hashtag make Mark wear sandals or wear shoes to Heroes Con. And I was like, oh no, that
wear sandals with socks at Heroes Con, you know.
But I was like, oh no, that's stupid.
Flip flops, Carrie.
I was like, no, that's stupid. I can do better.
It's part of his flamingo heritage, you know. He can't help it.
Yeah, they don't. I ain't seen them motherfuckers wear shoes either. Good point, Jim.
Is flamingos like your favorite animal or something? Because all the time.
Turtle's my favorite animal. Flamingo is going to have to be my spirit animal.
Yeah.
Okay.
The man went out into traffic
with the implications of
and got the turtle.
In
traffic and got the turtle and put it into its natural habitat.
And that's sad. There's a few of those posts on my old Instagram that got hacked. All that's lost to the hackers. That's sad now. Thanks, Jim.
I remember it. I was like, dude just went out into the middle of the road to get this turtle. It could have been hit. He's like, I got it though.
Yeah.
What was that restaurant? Y'all went to a restaurant and it had like a beautiful back of it had like a
we went to a restaurant that has this big porch and a pond that we regularly would take the kids to and sit out there because they could feed the turtles and stuff. Yeah. So we just took it there and put it in that pond where it was safe and where we could revisit it.
You can tell a lot about the goodness of a person by how they treat animals. Even
Agreed.
animals that like just randomly in nature. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
I was like,
I don't trust
I
people who
eat
don't like
them. They're
dogs.
delicious. If that's any good.
Yeah,
They're
wouldn't work
What
on
did he
them.
say?
That's
You
a
don't like-
it's a major red flag if you don't like dogs for me.
Yeah.
It's a major red
Really?
flag. I mean, we could be cool, but you probably can't come to my house.
See, here's
Well,
the
see,
thing.
that's
We
me
don't
and
have a
cats.
we don't have
So-
a dog right now
Very.
because the last one is passed and we're doing a period of no dog. But I am trying to convince my wife if we get dogs, I want to get like the dogs like Magnum had. I want 2 Dobermans and call them Zeus and Apollo. I want to
Yes.
control that mother area. I want to train them right.
Dobermans are good dogs.
Yeah,
could
they're
get-
smart,
you
man.
could get
They got it.
capybaras
I
instead.
I actually like I love oh god
Daymares.
the god what it's like a Doberman but it's not. Rottweilers.
Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah, they're like big
they're,
Dobermans.
they're black,
Yeah,
the same color.
yeah,
Dobermans with some girth.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I used to live with some people that had a American Staffordshire bull.
You mean a
So-
bull, pit bull? You can say it.
Yes.
You can just say pit bull. It's okay. I deal with that at work every day. People call me, yeah, I got a dog. Have you been here? No. Well, what kind of dog you got? It's an American Staffordshire red-nosed gator terrier. I'm like, it's a fucking pit bull.
It's a pit bull.
Mind your
Yeah.
damn selves.
What if you
just-
love
they're
animals?
afraid
but you
that I
don't
won't
want to
take-
own any.
Yeah, they're
just
afraid
don't
that I
wanna
won't
own
take their
them.
dog. I'm like, this is the Southeast. Everyone has a pit bull. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't libtard town. All right, this is Augusta, Georgia.
No, that's just like the predominant like stray down here. You know what I mean? Like that's just thanks, Michael Vick.
Yeah, I was gonna say Michael Vick messed that up. That's what happened.
Yeah.
So.
It's hard to find a
everywhere.
place. It's hard to find a place around here if you have a pit bull.
Yeah, well, I just temperament test everything. I don't care if you got a Chihuahua or a Pit Bull or a Great Dane. I'm going to temperament test them all first.
Do you temperament test cats because that's a whole other.
No, I tell customers will call and ask, and I tell them all the same thing. There's no need to do that. I just assume all of the cats do not want me to go home to my children at night. So just bring them in. We'll work with them accordingly.
Cats don't give a Cats don't give a damn about
shit.
you.
No,
They really
Yeah.
don't.
Not really.
Cats are gonna
My
eat you quicker
cats
than
give a
dogs
damn
are.
about me.
No, your cat will eat you as soon as you're dead.
Your cat.
And you know what?
4
I
days
want
with
her
cat, like
to.
7 days
You,
with a dog.
You know?
deliver her food and allow her to shit in your house. Of course, she cares about you.
You
Until
know,
you die, then she eats you before the paramedics get there.
You know what? You know what? If
Right.
I am dead, I'm not using the body anymore. I
No,
would prefer to
my
be able to
God.
nourish her
Oh my god.
after my death.
Oh
I mean,
no.
are there cat necromancers at this point then? Like they're eating the
There's
bodies of
gotta
the
be.
dead?
This
Like cat
conversation just
necromancers,
turned
like-
horrifying.
Ugh.
A lot of pro sandals folks out here.
Let's
A
go.
lot of them.
I don't even wear
Back,
sandals.
you
I'm
know.
barefoot all the time.
Yeah, Chihuahuas are like really bad temperamented dogs, Daymare. My whole rule of thumb though is like if a dog's gonna be biting and mean, if I'm needing stitches, I ain't trying to work with it. If I need a band-aid, that's fine. I can work with it.
Chihuahuas always seem mean.
You
man.
can win over a little dog if you kind of get a like I'm covered. I'm like riddled in like scars and stuff from working with dogs and stuff. The little ones that have to groom all the time, I just let them bite me. Like if they want to bite me, you just tense up and let them get it out of their system, and you're still there. And they're like, I just gave it all I got, and they're done. Like 9 times out of 10, they just like, okay, I bit him. He's not hitting me, and he's still right there. I give up.
Yeah.
Then you just pet him.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
I don't want
Yeah,
to
if
be
you
bitten.
stay away from
Childhood trauma
my cat's
that I have to
belly,
go through.
she's good.
There's a difference in getting bit unexpectedly and like, like putting a towel on your hand or something, or kind of going in expecting it. It's a little bit different.
Swag does, ladies, the dog groomer as well. Dealing with
Nice.
the dogs. They're nice.
It's fun.
Marcus, the question is, do you have a plan for Heroes Con? I mean, have you set your plan up?
Step
The
one,
only-
survive.
The only thing that I have done so far, I just have one goal so far, and it's to get my Stephen Platt Prophet book signed. And I'm going to send it. I'm going to send it to CJC as well.
Durs, you know what you said. Get out of here.
Yeah,
You know
Durs
what
should come
you
on.
said,
I want to see
homie.
Durs.
Durs, I would like for you to come on and talk about that sticky goose.
Yeah.
I saw it way after the fact.
You went in heated, Durs, and you chilled out a little bit. But you know what you said, man.
I get to meet James O'Barr next weekend, and
Oh, you lucky fuck.
and a few other folks. So I'm excited.
I'm very jealous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a really nice book coming in tomorrow that is a crow cover. It's not his crow cover, but it's a very nice crow
Is
cover.
it the Miko one?
Yeah, it's really awesome, dude. So I'm gonna get him to sign that.
I got that right over here.
It's super dope, dude.
I would crack my Caliber Presents to get him to sign it if I.
Oh
if I
my
had the
goodness.
opportunity to meet him.
Yeah, I would too. If
I'm
I
also
He did delete all of Durs's comments. Can confirm that.
had-
I'm also going to there's like a couple days tomorrow and Thursday that they're doing a re-release in the theater of the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm going to it Thursday at like noon. I'm taking the whole day off of work to do it.
Marcus, I think you just got threatened by Dares there, man.
Durs is trying to. He's going to beat my
Durs
ass.
will see you at Heroes Con, Marcus.
I'll see you.
Durs is
at
going
Heroes
to beat
Con.
my ass. No, Durs
Is Heroes Con going to become some like one big cage match?
No,
Something?
no,
Because
no, don't get it
I'm not
twisted,
going.
Carrie. At best case scenario, it's just everybody laughing at this scenario.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing if
I'm
some.
upset. I'm gonna miss it.
It's only physical when you get those big hugs.
Let's
Yeah, it's
get
gonna
You
be real
know, I
physical
get
with
my
you,
Krista
Jimmy.
Comic Vet big hug. I'm good.
We're gonna go deep, Jimmy.
I wasn't sure. Does anybody know if Cliff is going? I know he
Yeah,
said he was
Cliff is
going,
coming
and I
now,
didn't know if
I
he's still going.
I believe he was coming.
Okay.
Oh,
Like,
damn,
oh my
Jim and Mark
goodness.
are catching it too. Damn, everybody can catch these
I'm not
hands.
worried about
Jeez
it.
Louise.
He's too damn.
Sir,
lucky.
I know I could say whatever I want to because nobody's coming to Indianapolis. Okay, let's.
Yeah, this is a free
know,
speech.
I know I
absolute stream. Say whatever you
I'm
want.
not
Not
going.
on purpose.
Why would
That's
anybody
what I'm
ever go
saying.
to Indiana? Jeez Louise.
Carrie, what theater is showing it? What company do you have that you have to go to?
I'm going to Regal,
Oh, okay, we have a Regal here. I might need to look at that.
but it's 2 days only, from what I
Yeah.
can tell. And like my Regal cinemas that I'm going to, it's in the middle of the freaking day.
The
What
frick
is
that's
it again? What are you going to see again?
The
Yeah,
Crow.
what are-
I'm doing
Crow.
the re-release
Oh,
of
that
The
sounds
Crow.
cool.
Now I got to check
I
that.
originally saw it when it originally came out, and I'm so excited to see it.
watched it on VHS
Yeah, I did
when I
too.
was little. That was the first
I had because my older brother and his friends were like the people that I really learned my early stuff about comics from, because they were obsessed and everything, and they got really excited about The Crow, and that's how I found out about it. And they were all like, doing little like personal countdowns to the day and that kind of thing. And they did the same thing with like X-Men, the cartoon. And like, this is back in 93. My brother was a senior in high school back then.
Okay.
And very heavy into comics, especially like Marvel and Image. Very heavy into those.
It's
when
going to be
Image
playing
started.
tomorrow.
What?
Oh yeah, it's tomorrow and Thursday.
Yep.
What up, Drac?
For me, my work schedule worked best with me doing it on Thursday. So
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
I did.
That'll be fun to see.
There-
I saw it in the theater already because I'm
6:30.
working. But that'd be a fun movie to re-see in a theater. That would be
Yeah.
cool.
There's parts that most of it holds up really well. Then there's some that
I wonder if it does hold up. 'Cause
well, no, in all sincerity, because the stylization of it helps it hold up. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like you go watch Dark City, that holds up because of the stylization of it. It's not meant to all
Guys-
be hyper realistic, and that's what I was saying about the new trailer. It looks too grounded in real world wherever it's taking place in Europe or
Mhm.
whatever. But
Mhm.
it's not like overly gothic tone and styled where it looks like it's stands in its own universe.
You're talking about the Skarsgård one that's about to come out,
Yeah,
right?
it doesn't look as heavily stylized, like with the set designs and the gothic.
I am so worried about that
architecture and
one.
stuff. Yeah, me too.
I think that's a collective. We're all holding our breath to see how bad it does. But
I do
Right.
like how
Now-
many Crow fans there are now, though. There's more people.
Frog, You couldn't be more wrong here, man.
No,
You
I'm
really
right.
couldn't.
I'm right. I'm right.
No.
I saw it, like I said, when it originally came out.
100%
My
right.
sister helped sneak me into the theater because it was a rated R film, and I was very young. I was like, I mean, like I think I was like in the 6th or 7th grade, and she got me in there, and I had like a VHS copy of it. I had a bootleg copy of it. It became, and it still is, one of my top 5 favorite films. I can
wouldn't go
recite
that
parts
far
of it
for me.
from
I enjoy it, but
memory.
it ain't
Yeah,
near
it ain't top
for
five
me.
for me.
Like,
It's good.
It's for
but it
me.
ain't top
It's
five.
for
Yeah.
me. I know.
Everybody's
If I create like
different strokes.
subcategories, it'll be higher, but
Yeah.
there's some real good movies out there.
I mean,
There's-
it's side by side with like movies like Breakfast at Tiffany's and Casablanca.
You got a fucking weird,
Casablanca.
you got a
I
fucking
just
weird
watched-
list.
Lord, yeah, that's
Good
the
for it.
spectrum's huge right
I
there.
love it. That's amazing.
I watched Casablanca today, and I fucking love that
Really?
movie so much.
Really, you watched
I just-
Casablanca today? That's
Like
I just
today,
rewatched.
Said no one ever.
that's
I
very
just rewatched
interesting.
it today. Yeah, I bought
love
that
it
movie
so
because I just
much.
love it.
What's
I
on the
love
list
it.
for tomorrow?
Porn
The
or
Maltese
something you were
Falcon?
thinking of,
Yes,
and you called
actually.
like Casablanca or something. I'm not sure
You nailed it.
Right.
I
love
have a lot of really classic
To Have
movies
and
that are
Have
my
Not
top
and
movies.
Maltese Falcon. I love those
You're gonna
movies.
be
man.
watching
Those-
Boy
Oh my
Town
God, I
today.
love
get
Humphrey
it. I know
Bogart.
where you're at.
Have y'all
Me
seen the
too.
movie The Tourist with Johnny Depp and Angelina
No.
Jolie from like
Yeah.
a decade ago?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It was like a modern version of an old movie like Casablanca or Maltese Falcon, where the draw of the movie is the performers, the outfits, the settings, and just the dialogue. And it was such a treat to have like a modern throwback to that era. It was really good. I haven't met a lot of people that saw it for some reason, but at the time, it was a good hit in theaters.
I'll have to look into that. You said it's called The Tourist.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
my top movies are like The Crow, Breakfast at Tiffany's, Casablanca, City
Showgirl.
Lights, which is an old Charlie Chaplin movie,
Mhm.
and Gone with the Wind.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Ain't nobody got time for Gone with the Wind anymore.
No.
Oh, I will take 4 hours for Gone with the Wind.
Ugh.
Thank God for
At
the
least
intermission.
once
Right?
So, Durs, I would say to you, the opposite of love is not hate, my friend. It's apathy.
it's indifference.
And I don't know that who he really shit on either. Maybe I don't know the whole story, but
I'm with Beckerman on that one now. There you go.
I watched the. What's wrong with watching Casablanca? Look, I had the news on. The news was dumb, so I turned it off and I put on
The wrong day of the week,
I
apparently.
would watch Casablanca anytime.
Tuesday.
Okay.
It's really a
Tuesday,
good movie,
Wednesday,
guys. It
Thursday,
really
Friday,
is.
Saturday, Sunday. Okay.
And
Casablanca.
plus, it's a period piece. You got the whole World War II stuff going on, and the French and the Vichy. It's super interesting, guys. Watch it. It's really good.
I get it, bro. I get it. I've watched fucking Sound of Music a million times. I
Oh,
got
that's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've never watched that. I was gonna
See,
hate on it, but maybe I should
I
watch
was a
it. Maybe I
theater
should
student.
watch
I have a theater
Dude, you
degree,
have
but
to
I
watch
don't.
Sound of
I
Music.
can't get down
Yeah.
with Sound of Music.
That's bad.
All right.
That sounds almost like
you
lyrics.
need to go away because
I can't get
that's
down with the sound.
that one be in my top 10 before Casablanca. For sure. For sure. 100%.
We all have our things, gentlemen. What can
Yeah.
I say?
I think it's
I also don't like cats. Not the animal. Obviously,
Oh,
I love
The
cats.
musical.
You don't
The
like the musical
Hate
Cats?
it.
Oh my God.
Somewhere.
I think I like that one because it's like my mom's favorite musical, and I grew up with her having like the movie poster in her room and everything, and remember
Do
her
I
watching
love-
on VHS a lot. And
Do I love certain songs from it? Yes.
Sure.
yeah, it's impossible
Memory
not to
is a
love
banger.
memory. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, memory.
I love
But-
Humphrey Bogart's character in Casablanca. Is a hero, man. The scene where she says, "I need you to think for all of us," and then he does that, and he does, instead of thinking selfishly, he does the right thing at the end. It's beautiful, dude. I love it. I eat that shit up. I guess I am a grandpa. See, you with me, Carrie? You with me? It's beautiful.
I am
And plus,
totally with you.
Ingrid Bergman.
There is
Oh,
the
she was
character
so
of Humphrey
hot.
Bogart. I like a few months ago, I just out of nowhere was kind of thinking about like, have you ever thought, and you've seen like memes probably like this, like what fictional character do I give off the vibes of? And I remember like sitting there thinking about it after seeing it one time. And for some reason I was thinking of my boyfriend. And I was thinking like, man, he gives off some Humphrey Bogart and Casablanca vibes. Like the kind of guy that will say he will stick out his neck for no one, but then goes off and sticks his neck out for people.
But you got to convince him, though. He won't just do it for any. Like, he didn't stick it out for that Peter Lorre character, which I love. Peter Lorre, what a great actor, man. I love that dude.
But like,
Durs,
the moment where he lets that one guy win so that his wife doesn't have to do the one dude.
Yeah,
like that's
Captain
the killer
Bernard.
part.
Durs, you actually don't have to call out Sticky. Like, you really don't. Like, again, the opposite of love is not hate, it's apathy. You could just not care about Sticky and you could just have a good time and not get into this dick measuring contest with him because it's super.
So what is so Sticky called Dares Out or something? I don't actually know what happens. Like there's
he made a video that talked about specific YouTubers that do like
not specific you. I mean, I guess there was some specific YouTubers.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
he only talked about
he actually named people.
the content and how they create it and what they bring it.
Only big
This was
creators.
a couple months ago, though, right?
Yeah.
He didn't name like Biggie or Durs or anyone.
Yeah,
but they were mad
He did
about
name
it
Biggie
anyway.
at one video.
So basically, somebody else
That was over a
was
different
mentioned.
thing.
It wasn't
Yeah,
Durs
different thing.
correct, like directly.
I never understood why they were mad about the video, honestly. So I can't really speak on that.
But that's his whole thing, right? That's he likes.
well, yeah. I have to apologize to him if I see him at Heroes Con. I dipped my toe in his arena by accident, and he even made a comment on that video I made because I made that epic reprint video, and he was like, "Digger Jim, what happened, bro?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just FOMO got me or whatever. I don't know how to explain it. It was a mistake."
Well, he's also saying in the comments here, like you just highlighted it, that we might be taking this way too seriously.
That's probably true. I'm not taking it seriously at all.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Because
Guys,
I've seen Durs get on his tough guy shtick before, so it's not entirely clear to me that I am taking it too seriously. And I'm just gonna tell you, man, that Heroes Con is not for that tough guy bullshit, man. Because no one gives a single fuck, man. No one cares. Let's just get drunk.
You know what happens when people get on the tough guy bullshit for the cons? They get themselves kicked out and banned from cons. So
But that works in the image for some people.
Buyer beware.
It ain't worth it to be on that energy, man. I'm just gonna tell you, bro. I'm just gonna tell you. But if you are on the energy, let me know because I want it on tape. I want to go viral.
Hold on.
I do recall Dur saying that he's going to be following him around the whole con, making him
stalking
a
him.
bitch or something like that.
Yeah, he's threatened stalking now.
Yeah, I told him chill out. Enjoy his time there.
Oh shit!
Let me get down in there.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna kind of agree with Durs in the sense, like I actually used to follow him for a bit.
But what, like, we don't need to be like.
Remy, it's the
we don't
chicken
have
in
to
the
care.
shower, and that's why you can't get your shower right now.
Yeah, the chicken is still in the bathroom. Absolutely.
Chicken, get that thing out of there.
Is this
How
a
we doing, Remy?
euphemism
What's
or
up?
is it an actual chicken?
No, it's a chicken. You got to
that
watch
sounds
the
tough.
show to know the deal, yo, and it was hilarious. I was dying.
Sorry, I froze and then I heard music.
This is for you.
This is it.
Oh yeah.
He's giving you the mood music.
I was just saying, I'm getting all psyched up. I didn't know that's what I was. I didn't know that's
Are
what I was
you
coming
ready,
in for.
Remy? I need to know one thing from you, brother. Are you ready to kick some ass at Heroes Con this year? Apparently, there's some
Absolutely.
comic book YouTubers that need to be taught a lesson.
100%. Yeah, I've heard the same thing. I've heard the exact same thing.
Well, you
The only
can't
problem is
ready
this
to
is
go.
my home state, and I'm armed to the gills, so it's like I don't know what to do here. Like, how do we start?
with all this fighting going on, I'm gonna have to go smoke some pot and be peaceful.
All right.
I'm out. Cheers, guys.
Hey,
Right on. 420.
Stay zesty, Bleak.
Yeah,
Good to
man.
see you, homie. Check out Bleecker Street Comics every Sunday. Church, my man. Always a good time.
Cheers, guys. Love you, man.
Bye.
Hey, wait, love's a strong word. Love's a bit strong.
All right, Frog. Let's talk about your comment here. Talk to us. I'm going to let you talk here because we never let you talk.
No, I mean, I'm reading a little bit of what Durs is talking about in the chat, and I'm not following 100%, but I tend to agree. I think that Sticky Goose's channel was awesome for a little bit because it was genuine and it was authentic, and it was like, hey, like this is kind of bullshit, this is kind of bullshit. But then it got to the point where he was running out of content, so he started shitting on other YouTubers. He's like, "Oh, this is bullshit," and it was just more of like he wasn't really being authentic anymore. He was just trying to keep on the train of shitting on things, and I think that's what a lot of Sticky Goose content is at this point. Granted, now everything he says isn't bullshit. Some of the stuff he says is still valid, but I think what Durs is coming from is valid.
I think there's an idea of being valid and all that, but then there's the idea of tact that also has to come into play as well.
It's all clickbaity. It's clickbaity. Everything he does is clickbaity.
In the video that fired Durs off, I'm not sure he saw the part before he commented where Sticky Goose put himself in a category as well.
Sure.
An extremely self-deprecating category where he told anyone watching that video that what he does is for engagements, views, and to create outrage. He says it in that video. He's 100% transparent.
But who volunteered to be in that category with him when he was doing that? Like, a lot of people got thrown into that didn't want to be in that video.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I mean, but what he's doing is I mean, look,
but he didn't put himself on a high horse doing it.
Right.
He did, but he threw a bunch of people into something that they want to be in.
I don't know.
I mean, you can call it what you want, Durs, but if you're talking about harassing the dude at the con, then you're something. You can call it whatever you want. Someone might call it mad, though. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you react to things, and it becomes a hole that you keep digging yourself deeper in. But it's a lot easier to just continue digging that hole than just being like, you know what, this is really more than I wanted to take on at all. I just reacted to something.
I dig a lot of holes.
It's okay to be that.
That sounds like
It's okay to be like,
100%.
Dude, I reacted to something and maybe I overreacted. Or maybe I didn't overreact, but you know what? It's not really that important.
I think what there's is when Digger Jim's about 16 inches deep and realizes it was a nail.
Yeah, it was a piece of iron nail and not the gold that I wanted. Yeah, I think that's the same way you think.
Even if it would have been like a button or something, it would have been.
Yeah, it would have been better. Yeah,
a nail though.
Like,
man,
I've been there. I've been there.
Well done. Well played.
Frog Brawler, are you in Maryland? You got that?
No, I used to be.
Ravens. That's what I was wondering.
No,
I'm
from Baltimore originally, so I'm still a Ravens fan, but I live in the swamp cockhole of Florida.
Oh.
But if you'll notice, that's a Baltimore Ravens Stanley Cup banner. Which
yeah.
Doesn't quite go
I'm
together.
just saying, if he was up there, then I'd say, man, we'll have to meet up and go to Baltimore.
Oh, Brother John. Brother John is with him. Oh, sorry, Frog. Brother John is with Durs. We're all mad. Loud noises.
My ass off.
Loud noises.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Durs, the only thing that I'm going to ask is if you want to act a fool, just let me get it on tape. That's the
Do it in front of a camera, please.
Yeah. Just let me remember that for all time, because honestly, you following him around acting a fool sounds fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
Part of what he's doing to antagonize people to
If
get
you
him
can
to
get
follow
away
them
with
around.
it, geez, like
He's gonna have his dad with him there for crying out loud, guys. So
Honestly, if I was playing the
Sticky
Sticky Goose,
Sticky Goose, I think is bringing his dad with him.
How old is Sticky Goose?
That's
probably late 30s.
I mean, we're all old as fuck.
His dad's gonna be there.
Shit.
I thought you guys were going to talk like he was a teenager and be like, no,
You should be ashamed of your son.
No, I would be clowning the fuck out of Durs if he was some 17-year-old kid.
It's going to be like, cease and desist, man.
Yeah, no.
Fall back.
Poor old guy. He just wants to take him to a Comic-Con. Like,
wants to share the moment with his dad. It sounds like what I do.
like, I know it's like
it's into the hobby.
It's his dad's last Comic-Con, and he's got to deal with people following him around. He didn't know
I'm
this
just
is the last
saying,
time
you
he's
know.
going to be able to travel to this Comic-Con. They've been going to for the last 30 years. Poor old man. You should be ashamed of your son.
Ooh.
He's a terrible human being, and so are you. You birthed him.
This, you know,
You raised him?
No.
Did
No,
you see
this
his
is like this is you know,
dad?
John is just better at that stuff than I am. The verbal back and forth. He has
The
a
wittiness, yeah.
wittiness and a. I'm telling you, he's hilarious. He could have been a sitcom writer. He can just come up with some zingers out of nowhere.
I hope that's a joke. Dude. Leave that man's dad alone, please, God. Please, God, Durs.
Oh no, Durs, that's a no.
Leave the man's dad alone.
Durs, do what you do, buddy. Just do what you do. Just drink 4 Mountain Dews before you go in there. Just do what you do.
4 shots.
Do the do.
Christian.
You know he's a Mountain Dew guy. Durs, do the do. Don't let us slow you down. Do a pack of Pop Rocks, go up in that bitch.
Don't let us haters trying to keep you from doing something crazy, you know.
We're just hating. That's all.
Well, I ain't got bail money. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You might talk to Rob or somebody.
We spent all that money on the con.
At Heroes Con when everybody would much rather be spending their money on the comics, man. Like nobody could after that first day, nobody's gonna have money to get you out of jail, sir.
Right.
Durs is gonna go to jail for possession after the cops get called for harassment and they immediately freeze on him. It's just gonna go to jail for holding.
Yeah.
Damn, Durs is gonna have a fucking week.
You got all the good ideas, Durs.
I got 5
Maybe we
pounds
should
of weed
start
in
the
the back of my
GoFundMe.
car.
Hey, as long as it's Delta 8 or Delta 9, it is legal. All right.
You don't have Delta 1.
I don't know what it is, but
I don't know what that means either. Yeah.
You don't know what that means?
That's chemical variants of pot.
There was one of the few things I agreed with the actions of a certain person in political
Say their
office.
name.
No, we're not doing that.
We're not going to do that. But one of the things was this farm bill.
Fuck Joe Biden.
That happened.
That old motherfucker.
Well, like I'm so to one end that I don't like either of them. So
I'm with you, Gary. I'm with you, Gary.
Anymore. Yeah.
So there's this thing called the Farm Bill, and the Farm Bill, in a nutshell, allowed for a number of things. One of those was these variations of THC, Delta 8, Delta 9, basically became universally legal across every state.
Protect Jim.
Yeah, listen, don't worry. The one that's not happening again ever. You know, I have learned my lesson.
Somehow I feel like he's to blame.
No, it
Someday,
was all me.
No, I don't share.
One day, one of these streams is going to happen. I'm going to have a gummy in my system, and it's going to be going through. I'm going to be going through the paces, and y'all going to get to witness it. I swear, it's going to happen someday. Not today. I'm clean today.
It was
but it could
my
happen.
fault, and nobody's fault but mine. I didn't. You know what? It was the reprint problem. I didn't do my due diligence before saying yes. I should have thought about who was giving it to me. How I mean,
you should think about that. Yes.
You know, I'm just saying. It was just like the book, man. I was like, yes. That you know, it's like, what is that from that Walk Hard? What are you doing in here? We're doing cocaine.
You don't want
none of this. I think I want to try it.
Okay, come on in.
Come on in.
Well, I will say, Durs, that
We're
Sticky
doing
got
the
you
reaper.
pretty
Can't
good.
you smell it?
He got you pretty good with that video he did about you. So if you're gonna come in hot, you better be prepared, man, because he might get your ass again.
I don't even
All
get
right,
it.
since he
do you know
cosplayed his
how many?
version of Durs, just shave your head and go in and your version of Sticky Goose.
Yeah, you better be ready because he seems to be a little
I
trolly.
like unless he called you out personally, dude. Like I don't even know. Like, do you know how many times I have been called names on very few lives that I've done?
7.
Well, I mean, close.
I'm gonna say 4.
Yes, I'm just guessing.
I'm going with
here.
4. I'm going with 4.
And like I had one particular circumstance where they jumped in, they were very mean to me, and then it continued on Twitter later on.
No,
like,
social media.
Marcus for you. Yeah, Marcus.
Believe me, I was just like,
you can undo that comment, Marcus.
Undo what comment?
There's one thing you don't want: circumstances.
I want to talk
on
about
Instagram. That's
No.
a wreck right there.
I love him a wig, being as white and Titans.
I've been told I've got a lot of time on my hands. That guy there, you want to talk about making clips? And
I will focus my entire life. Yes,
Yeah.
it's true.
So if this is all going to go down, if this all happens, right, I need to have like Slaughter there with the wig, like doing the play-by-play on camera.
Yeah, just with a fake microphone.
My comic book players and playerettes.
That's
What's
actually
going
That
down?
would be hilarious.
That's actually brilliant.
You should bring that junk with you.
Unfolding.
Can we work something out, Durs? Because that actually is brilliant.
I honestly think that everyone's going to end up jokingly hyping Durs up, and something unnecessary is going to be said.
No, we do not need to hype Durs up.
No.
We do not
I'm
need
bringing
to
the
gas
12-pack
this
of
man up.
Mountain Dew to hand him when I see him.
Do not gas this man up.
We could go old school and just give him a couple bottles of Jolt Cola. I mean,
Jolt Cola. Bring him
Love.
one of those Justas. Oh, might go overboard. Get the Surge out. You know,
Man, it was
Amazon
not
wants
a-
the Surge.
It was not a disappointment for me, bro. I don't know. Speak for yourself.
Sir, I understand. Mhm.
It was one of the greatest
It
moments of
wasn't a
my life.
disappointment for me either. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It changed my life. Actually,
Mine was an unfortunate event.
I forged a whole new
I think the
whole
story
new
is.
path in life.
Yeah,
Let
we're
me tell you
sorry.
something,
Sorry
guys.
about
I
that.
think it usually goes like this. No guy is going to say that it was a disappointment, but a good majority of women will.
Yeah,
That's
it probably
fair.
was for
That's
her.
fair.
It probably was for her, to be honest. Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right.
There's no way to disagree with that statement.
No, there's no man that's going to disagree with that statement. They're going to be
Uh-oh.
like, yeah, all right. Yeah, you true on that.
That's a woman's first act of charity.
That's what I try to tell him, brother John. But
Fuck.
that's a fact. That's what I try to tell him,
You
brother
don't
John. The
know.
opposite of love is not hate; it's apathy. But I don't think he's.
Have a
feeling it at
friend's
all.
gonna mellow out.
Sir, I need you to go and Google the definition of apathy. 'Cause I'm not sure it means exactly what you think it is. I think the word you're looking for is indifference.
No, I mean apathy.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. All right.
Apathy and indifference are almost interchangeable in this context, though. Yeah.
In this context.
And if you don't believe him, check out your Instagram later.
Twitter.
Oh, I don't really do
To
Twitter
be,
as
to be
much.
fair, Carrie, I did just look it up, and definition 1 of apathy is lack of feeling or emotion. Definition 2, indifference.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
They're virtually the same in that context.
Yeah, they can be synonyms.
All right. Anything else? Any other drama that we got going on before we get out of
Who
here?
is Keemstar? It looks like we got possibility of a double match here.
I don't even know what's coming out tomorrow. I'm just gonna go show up and be like, "Do I got anything in that box? No. All right, let me see what's on the wall." And that's
World
the end
Tree,
of that.
right? World Tree is tomorrow.
Detective
it is,
Comics is
right.
tomorrow. I know that much.
I haven't
Well,
read
technically,
it.
Detective Comics is today.
Oh, so
They're
we're
changing
not-
that though, right?
Fantastic. Yeah, I already read it.
They're
It was
changing
great.
that though. When's that changed to Wednesday?
I'm looking for Avengers Twilight.
Wild.
That'll be
Middle of
good.
summer. Yeah.
So you've read it already? Is it as wonderful? I think as I think it's going to be.
Yeah, it was actually a really good issue because are you up to date on Detective Comics? So Batman's back. He
Yeah.
faces demons. looked it in the face, and he's out of the desert, back in Gotham, a city that doesn't know him anymore, and he's trying to reestablish himself in the manner that needs to be reestablished. One thing he does in this is he suits up, and he doesn't suit up in his typical suit. Just wait till you see the manner in which he suits up. It's terrifying.
Okay.
It's cool as shit.
I
And
had
you know, like,
I had issues with the last issue, but we don't have to get into that here.
No, you can happily get into it. But in the Catwoman had to rally the troops to try to save him at the
Of course, it was the
execution.
most beautiful thing ever.
Yeah, especially when Azrael cut his way out of the side of the truck and surprised everyone and slaughtered him. Like, that was amazing. But now Batman's having to do the same kind of thing. It's really exciting stuff.
Well,
Power good,
I
Booty.
had had issue with the last one because, like, so he gets through battling his demons in the desert. He then goes and gets laid with Talia, right? And then he leaves, right? He comes back to Gotham. Who is the first person he comes to find? He comes to find Jim freaking Gordon, not the woman that basically arranged the whole thing. He goes to see her second.
Well,
Even Jim Gordon
his goal is to save the city, not to work on a relationship, right?
No, but come on.
That's a lot of butts.
Come on. Sir. He would
Who's
not
that,
be alive
Marcus?
to save the city without her.
To be fair, he just got some, so why should he be thinking about her? Oh, I'm just kidding.
Right.
This is one I think you should definitely check out. Gromit's #1 coming out tomorrow from Rick Remender in Image Comics. I think it looks kind of cool, especially if you're of the skater culture. But I really like the art style on it. That was the #1 thing drawing me to this one. So
it looks like old school Dogtown stuff right there.
I'll probably get like one copy at my LCS. They don't order enough of anything.
I had to get this 1 in 20. I really liked it for some reason.
Where did you order your 1 in 20
It's a great cover.
From T-Fall, Things from Another World.
Yeah, I won't do business with them.
I know a lot of people don't like them, but I've been with them since the beginning, and they've always been good to me, man.
I'd ordered some books from them back when Bad Idea was happening, and you can only get them at shops that were participating. And I wasn't wanting them for spec reasons, but like when it started, they were like getting like big names and doing these miniseries, and I wanted to read Tankers because it was like dinosaurs and people fighting and stuff, which that kind of shit's cool to me. Like, I love dinosaurs. And my copy came in completely unprotected in a thin, just like cardboard envelope, right? So like the mailman just naturally put it in my mailbox and had to like bend it a little bit to get it in there. Which why wouldn't he? Like with all mail, like anything in the world. And I contacted the shop. I said, hey, y'all sent this comic book and it's no more protected than putting another backer board on the outside of the comics. There's no protection at all. And they just don't give a shit, didn't care, and just like, oh, well, we can just give you your money back. I'm like, well, can you replace the book? No, we can give you your money back. I'm like, well, fuck you.
Savages.
So Black Panther's Blood Hunt tie-in, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Look at that.
And that's the #1 complaint. Like my comic book dad Lorenzo hates T-Fall too because he hates the way they pack as well. And the reason why I've never had that problem, Mark, is I always do pre-orders monthly, so it's always a box.
Gotcha.
But it's true, if you're getting a single or just a couple of comics, then you could definitely. I've heard that they've improved it actually, but I have heard that many times.
Let's leave it at that. You should listen to your father.
No, that's one of the many things that we disagree on. Actually, I've been using T-Fall since 2021, and they've always been good to me. So, and they're the way that I make sure that I get those weird covers.
Do you even YouTube, bro? What is this? Is this Final Order cutoff? Is this
no? This is
this is stuff coming out tomorrow.
This is actually new comic book day.
I got a lot of these in my hand already.
Because I don't know what's coming out. That's why he did it. Now Ultimate Spider-Man #5.
Penguin was fantastic. Flash was kind of lame.
Did you read Power Girl?
Yeah,
no, but I have it right here. I gave it away.
Look at that Avengers Twilight.
How's Avengers Twilight?
I love these Alex Ross covers on every single one of them.
There you go, Carrie. I know that's what you're wanting to see.
Oh yeah, the wedgie.
Yeah.
And for the record, I was just like,
I remember you shared this one.
The main issue I had is that it looked like not like that the pants were tight, but that it looked like she wasn't wearing any.
Yeah, they just colored her butt cheeks white.
Is that a special one, Marcus? Is that like a 1 in 25 or something?
No,
What, the
Which
Hulk?
one?
No, that's the, right there is the
Is that
cover
cover
A.
A?
Yeah, that's just the A.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that.
All of them, they've been all of them in Alex Ross fire. All the A covers.
All the A covers are Alex Ross. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a great story, like Frog
story.
said. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Highly recommend this one. That's one of the ones I'm more excited about to read.
Yeah, I've been reading it. It's good.
Do you like this better, or do you like the Ultimate Spider-Man series?
I like the
not
Ultimate
reading that
better.
one. I'm actually not reading that one.
They'll
I
say
missed it.
Spider-Man or Twilight. Easily Twilight. Spider-Man hasn't done anything. I mean, it's good that it's not a piece of shit, but the book hasn't done anything at all.
Yeah, it needs to move forward, but it's. I mean, look, man.
Like,
It's like a bunch of Tinian books that don't do that same thing. They just drag on for months.
But another book being trash doesn't justify another one being trash either. Just because one is doesn't mean the other is allowed to be. Like I'm enjoying it enough to keep pulling it and waiting to see what it does. But everyone praising Ultimate Spider-Man is blowing my mind. I think it's because regular Spider-Man has been shit for so long.
Trash.
Everyone's holding out so much hope in the fact that we haven't been burned on Ultimate Spider-Man yet, and it hasn't done fuck all yet.
Ultimate's not limited though. I mean, like Avengers Twilight's a limited series. That's 6 issues. Then we're done. Ultimate's not that same way. Ultimate's
it's
like,
not,
hey,
but
we got, to whenever.
But
we're
it's
also
easier.
5
It's
issues
easier
in.
to lose your way on something that's an ongoing because the storyline doesn't have a definite beginning, middle, and end. You do have arcs, but like it's easier to lose your way and get tired of writing something when it's an ongoing thing.
Yeah, and it could be a case where the writer doesn't have it paced out well. You know what I mean? They're thinking, like Carrie says, and also with the Ultimate line as a whole, he's not writing independently. All of this stuff is going to, like the original Ultimate line did, it all comes together. You know, Ultimates comes out next week, the Avengers book, and it's all this is leading to, just like how Tony Stark left the orb for Peter to activate Spider-Man in this universe without one. The Ultimates are going to be trying to activate other heroes that they know should be heroes that aren't, so that they can go at the Maker. So all of this is leading to an Ultimate event. I don't know how many people were around for the first Ultimate universe, but the books run, and then you have a crossover. Then they run and you crossover. And they had numerous Ultimate events. So they are beholden to editorial with some of this stuff. So they're probably trying to pace it accordingly. And they might have started some stuff a little earlier than it had to, and it's having to do a slow burn. So we'll see.
And if that happens, then when a book has to leave its normal line to do the crossover, then that's going to cause confusion when it comes back. So it'd be interesting to see where people stand with it after that crossover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, hopefully they do pretty good. The original Ultimate line was fantastic. It had its faults, sure, but it was definitely fun. There was some really good stuff in there. And it ended violently and abruptly and roughly, too. It was wild.
I just noticed Remy's silent protest.
He said
Yeah, I already dropped Black Panther. X-Men was ridiculously bad. Didn't even try. I'm excited for the Ultimates next week, and there's a Brian Hitch variant for it as well, which I think is appropriate, being that he did the original stuff.
I think Black Panther was okay. It wasn't terrible. And I think X-Men is not an X-Men book. I think it's, if you take it as something other than an X-Men book and just take it as an independent thing, it's actually pretty solid. But
the problem is it has the name X-Men.
Yeah, the problem is it's supposed to be an X-Men book. If I like go outside to play baseball with my kid and I hit him in the face with a football, I'm in the wrong.
I'm excited about this one from Mark Russell. It's just a one shot, but it's called Death Ratioed. And it's basically our dystopian future where our societal standing is based upon our social media. One too many dislikes, to the extreme though. One too many dislikes and we're dead. It's like a Black Mirror episode. It's just a one shot. But Mark Russell's writing it. He wrote Not All Robots, so I really enjoy his futuristic look. And so I'm definitely all in on this one. Looking forward to it.
I'm with Gore on that. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
See, it is odd that Spider-Man, a key Marvel book with huge fan base, hasn't had a best-selling run in years. Too bad Rick Remender won't work for the big two anymore. He could write. Yeah, I agree. I love Rick Remender. He's writing that Grommets book that I pointed out earlier.
The Righteous Thirst was fantastic.
Agreed. I've got that one in hardcover. I loved it so much. Really good. Though I've heard some people like his Holy Rollers. I didn't like it.
Holy Rollers is the shit. It's awesome.
I didn't
love
like
it.
Who
It
is
was too
currently
goofy for
writing
me.
Spider-Man?
Is it
Zeb Wells.
is it Zeb still?
Yeah. Is it?
Zeb Wells.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
See, this is I always feel sad about, people reading a book for a long time and then dropping it because they're holding out for hope and they keep going with it, and then it just eventually you just get to the point where you can't do it anymore. And that's where I am with Harley Quinn.
That's how I feel with Flash. And
That's Brother John just mentioned Flash as well.
Yeah, they got a great writer. Cy Spurrier is a great writer. He just doesn't fit the character of Flash, and that's all it is.
But you know what? He's really kicking ass with Hellblazer.
Yeah, I dropped it too. Not that it was bad or anything. I just have a really extensive pull list for the time I have available, and I just wasn't feeling it.
Hey, can we look at that Avengers annual?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the reprint. Oh,
The
wow.
Rogue.
No,
He's
no,
talking
no.
about the Rogue down at the bottom.
Right
Oh,
right there.
Chimichanga.
I recognize that art, but I can't pull the name. Who is? Oh, it's Zerdy. Of course, that's who it is. That is nice.
Yeah.
So
I think that's gonna have
this
an
is
interesting story
going
as
to be
well.
the first month that I am without Harley Quinn. I've dropped it.
Oh, pick up this Avengers annual. You'll be looking good. Look at that.
Grab Space Ghost. Issue
Ooh,
2,
yes, Space Ghost.
I think, or next week. One of the two.
Next week, I think.
Yeah. I'm excited for that one.
I very much enjoyed that first issue. I was also one of these kids that watched Space Ghost episodes on
Coast to Coast.
USA.
Yeah. No, before
Another
it was
On USA.
Hanna
Yeah,
Barbera.
that's not
Yeah.
Coast. Yeah. Okay.
another vote for Holy Roller. I guess I'm alone. I just felt like the book
Holy
was way
Roller's
too
awesome.
goofy. It was way too goofy, and honestly, I don't like the political aspect to it either. Yeah, it just
I
seemed
don't
goofy.
understand the concept of. I mean, that's lovely, but I don't understand the
What up,
concept
Steve?
of a facsimile with a
Really?
variant cover.
You can't. Yeah, you're right. You can't have a facsimile with a variant cover.
You can't have a facsimile with anything changed on it. Facsimiles don't exist.
Yeah.
It does say facsimile edition. I guess it's just because the same cover is in the background, and she's
No, but
busting through it.
like
The
some of
way that
the
they're gauging
It's a
facsimiles,
reprint.
I think, is by the ads. They're reprinting ads versus not reprinting ads. I think that's the metric that they use with it. It makes zero sense. They're not facsimiles. Even
Yeah.
like the one of one, like the actual original cover right there.
Mhm.
That's not a facsimile either. Because if you click on the original cover, I bet the price tag says differently or the barcode's on there. Like,
True.
it's
And to
either
be-
that black box on the bottom left that says Marvel. That's different than the original, not a facsimile.
And to be fair, if there was an original cover they needed to redo, it's this one.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right.
I'm okay with them throwing some David Nakayama in the front there. I'm good with that.
Yeah, that DNA is nice. I did like it.
Yeah, I like the DNA.
I like this one better with the cover in the background.
I like it where it looks like she's bursting through the cover. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I like that.
That's
one.
way better than just the white. I agree. I agree, man. All right, that's all I got.
All right.
Anybody got a hit list for Heroes Con?
I can tell you who I
Those
wish
guys-
I was getting to meet
Besides
because I'm not
theirs.
going to be there. I literally, Jim Shooter was going to be there, and I was totally going to get him to sign this.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice. Very cool. First Harbinger.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
shooters are
definitely
freaking
gonna spread. I'm definitely going to be spreading some positivity around Heroes Con.
Just make sure to have the wig in your backpack or whatever you're carrying, so you're ready to go.
This, I'm gonna get this one
bag of
signed.
powder.
That's my signature one right there.
They're gonna be.
Like
are you gonna get it? Are you gonna get it slabbed too, or just signed?
I haven't decided about that. I am definitely going to do the slab thing, but I have some books, some negative space books, and then this is the other one I'm getting signed.
Oh, David Finch.
David Finch, and then that's it. But I think I'm gonna get Joe Stanton to try to take a shot at Space
Oh my
Ghost.
God, that would be perfect.
So that's the one.
Wait. Where's the black cover?
I bought this one as well, and that's all I'm gonna say. Butthead. Green Lantern. I'm thinking about getting Daryl Banks to do something on Green Lantern. So,
Dude,
and
you got a plan.
I'm taking these two, but they don't have any Destiny yet. So, but that's
So original art is what you're going for then.
well for
Is
those
Jenny
two.
Frison going to do any kind of sketching there, or
Probably
I don't know. I mean, probably remarks, but I just wanted a little signature on it.
Jim, I would heavily recommend reaching out to Becker to ask him about like if he knows of any of these people having a sign up sheet pre-con, because I've learned that a lot of these folks, if you follow them on their like professional ways, not social media, but via websites or their art handlers, they have pre-con sign up sheets, and people end up signing up before they kind of just going day one and dropping their pieces off to them.
Well, I'm definitely going to do that with Stanton because I heard he can be. He's slow, but he's really good. He'll do more than just put a head on there.
Old people right now?
No, what I'm saying is that's what I'd seen on another website that he even says, "Look, I take my time doing it," and I was like, "Cool, at least I can." But
at least you
he's
know
right
that you're
here.
when you hand over your book, it's going to be well thought of.
This one I think I'm getting slabbed. This one's
Oh,
going to
that's
get
gorgeous.
slabbed. And
I love
probably
that
this one
purple.
might get slabbed, but the Frisbee might get slabbed too, because they're all talking about doing it. But all it's going to happen, a lot of that's going to happen on the first day. They don't know what I'm going to do Saturday. I think I'll just watch. I'm going to follow around Durs and see what happens.
See what trouble he gets into.
See what trouble he gets into.
Make sure your camera's ready to go because I want
like
it
this. Let's
all on tape, guys. Because I don't want to miss a thing. What's going on with you, Jim, on your channel?
I got a community AOK that it's a box that gets sent out around the community, and you take some stuff out and you put some stuff in. So
That thing's back?
It's back. And I got it from Gary B. So I have to take some stuff out and put some stuff in, and then I'm sending it out to someone else. And
I can't believe that's back. That disappeared forever ago, and I was wondering where it was.
Well, I don't know if it's the same one because it doesn't look like it has a whole bunch of names, but it has a fair amount.
Oh, I know the original was like a big box, and then somebody just nabbed that thing. Like it got over there, like, hey, thank. They kept it.
Yeah, I think this is a different one, but this is like 13 pounds, man. It's a lot of stuff in there. So, but I took some stuff out. So that's what's coming up. That and maybe one more. Can you dig it before the con? I have a book that I'm looking at doing a semi-review on.
That's what's up. We'll check out my beautifully freckled brother, Digger Jim 72002, actually, on the YouTubes. Link is in the chat. Thanks for jumping on. I appreciate you, my brother. Carrie, officially unofficial geek. What's going on with you?
Not a lot lately, except for the fact that, like I said, I'm going to go see The Crow again, and probably possess myself to do a little something with Bizarro Fett on that. And I'm going to be on Cliff's channel on Saturday.
Nice.
Saturday morning. I'm going to be on there, so that's pretty cool.
Is that Coffee and
That's
Comics?
Coffee and Comics.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm still working out my plan about what 5 books I'm going to pick to showcase in the theme, but
awesome.
Yeah, I'll figure it out by then.
We'll get the link for that one in the chat as well. Check out my homie Carrie. Thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate
And
you.
be safe at Heroes Con, guys.
Yes, yes. And spread that positivity. What's up, Remy Q? What you got going on, my man?
I should have a video dropping tomorrow. And Let's Talk About It is Thursday at 9.
Always a good time with Angel. I do love that show, man. Check that out. Always funny as hell, man. And hashtag cheat Team Angel out here.
No, I'm Team Remy.
Frog Brawler, what's
I'm
going
Team
on with
Remy.
you?
Not a thing. I got a PlayStation finally, so I'm playing video games, and so I'm pretty much screwing off. I'm not going to go on anything. I'm just going to play PlayStation for a while.
PlayStation 5?
Yeah. Thank you for asking. But yeah, I'm just playing PlayStation.
Are you getting NCAA 25?
I might. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm gonna have to get Madden, so I may as well get NCAA. But the whole thing was, I got it for free, and so I just played Gran Turismo for like 3 days for like 12 hours a day. It was awesome.
You got a PS5 for free? How?
From work.
Motherfucker.
Sir, I am looking for a new job. Like,
Yeah, are you guys hiring?
I have project manager experience. I mean,
Look, I worked at Toys R Us. We never got any of them freaking toys free. I know that. That's some bullshit.
Well, yeah, it was a part of this whole well-being initiative thing, and so like I had to spend some money, and I decided I was going to use it on that, and like that qualified. So I'm like, all right, we'll do that.
Well, if you feel like joining a hardcore college football dynasty with probably about 30 people in it, let me know.
Is UCF open? I'll be UCF if they're not.
We have not just it's going to be a draft, so I cannot guarantee you'll get who you want.
Oh, okay.
Because we got to, it's going to have to be a draft to make it fair. But
right on.
If you're interested, definitely hit me up.
Yeah.
And check my man Frog Brawler out on the Instagrams as well as the YouTubes. Thanks for jumping on, Frog. I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate it, sir.
Mr. Mark, Legion of Comics. What's going on with you, my man?
Hey.
Hopefully tennis shoes.
No, definitely not. New vlog every Wednesday. It'll be out tomorrow. And then live streams, Monday videos, all that kind of stuff.
What's your topic for next week?
Next week, I don't have a clue. I have a little list here of ideas that I come up with. Alternative universes for those that hate Marvel and DC. Because there's some good shit out there. Will DC
Inner John will definitely make that cut.
Yeah, it's really like talking like in all sincerity, like Inner John, Ghost Machine, and Miller World, which are huge universes with more than you can read. And you know what I'm saying? Keep up with,
Never heard of them.
yeah, but like I was just doing that like because like explaining the Miller World has been an idea on this little stick-em note for a long time. That kind of just expanded to different ideas, but I don't know. We can talk about gatekeeping. You want to do that?
Oh,
Never heard of it.
sir. Do you really want to? Because
Kinda.
In what context?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, the thing is like I thought like going into your last video. Was it your last video? No, it was the video before that. The comics are not for everyone thing. Going into that one, I was like, are we really going to talk about that? But by the end of it, I was like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is Mark a gatekeeper, Brother John? Would you call him a gatekeeper? You're just an expert on gatekeeping. I don't feel like I know the context of what we're talking about here.
I think gatekeeping, as I understand it, is just people trying to decide who is allowed to partake in something and who isn't.
Yeah.
And setting parameters. Like
that was one of the first things that became hostile to it.
As somebody that has experienced this, like saying,
Who did you
like
gatekeep?
you go someplace and you're wearing a Nirvana t-shirt, right? And somebody's like, "Oh, you like Nirvana? Name 3 songs off of and Nevermind."
I told you that was a bad outfit choice for Mass.
Sir, if you think I go to Mass. But like,
there'll be a topic for next week for sure. This Friday, though, the next big announcement we're making for Comics Curing Cancer's Heroes Con is going to be happening. So I'll announce that Friday morning at some point during the Friday morning live stream. And of course, we'll share it to Instagram and talk about it on In the Mix and all throughout the weekend. It's exciting stuff.
So that'll start off bright and early, 6:30 a.m. God's time over at Legion of Comics on Friday morning. If you're trying to get plugged in on that, how dare you not recognize the importance of newsstands?
Oh yeah.
Hmm?
That was
How
this
dare you.
past Monday's video, which I thought was fun. It was like having knowledge about comic book history, which is really fun and interesting, can actually be beneficial financially. So if you're just a comic book financial person, it could be beneficial to dive into the history of comics as well.
Well, to know what you're really looking for in that sort of category, you have to know comic history.
When I highlighted like a couple sales listings from the 1970s that in the listing says rare newsstand. I'm like, no, it's not rare. If you find
Not
a direct
for that
book,
time period.
yeah, if you find a direct book in that time period, you're doing something. And then there's even one book that I highlighted. It didn't come up with a barcode on it. There's not even another option for it, but it's still being listed as like, so it's just people that, and I say, like, I don't want to call them dishonest, but they might not know. But it's important if you're a buyer.
They probably don't know.
Maybe you should know. And it was fun talking about like comics
Buyer
coming
beware.
into newsstands and grocery stores and stuff like that.
So tune in to Comic Mark 101 for more hot tips about comic book collecting over at Legion of Comics. Thank you for jumping on and stopping FOC once again. I was right there on the cusp of it this
Tough
week.
job, but someone's got to do it.
I was right there on the cusp of it, but you and Bleak came in and saved the day as you usually do. You two are the main ones that are coming in and making sure it doesn't go down. And I appreciate everybody for jumping in. Thank you to the chat for keeping it lit all night. It's been another great FOC and chill. I like talking about Sticky Goose. Let's talk about him again next week, guys.
We should invite him
Maybe
on.
he'll make someone else mad.
Yeah, invite him on. I think that's a good idea. Invite him
Maybe
on
fun
here.
to talk to. From the little bit that I've
Yeah.
seen his videos, he's more interesting than not. He's got like his dad who
yeah,
came up collecting war books and stuff like that. And
I don't find him that interesting, actually.
I never really saw his content till the whole Durr stuff, and I saw a couple of videos. I'm like, hey, kind of interesting, just like the rest of us.
I didn't know about him until he made the video about CBC Awards, and so I followed him after that, and then
What
quickly
do you
realized
say
that
about the CBC Awards?
We should nominate him.
you should go back and watch it, and then you should go watch me and Tyler on Whack Comics respond to it. That was a while ago now. Jeez.
I'm
Yeah, he
assuming
made
he
it.
was not too favorable, and in that
It was
case,
more about decor, really, in the CBC Awards than just the CBC Awards. But I started following his content after that just to check him out, and quickly realized that his clickbaity kind of recreational outrage farming is not really my style. But I'm not
So
mad about it. I
yeah.
respect it. It works. There's space for that kind of content in this culture, I think.
The only time I want to watch anything like that is when people are like there's a big topic out there, because if it's a big topic and you need more information, they're going to be talking about it.
Yeah,
But-
for controversies, I'll go sit in a keep it thorough chat for 2 hours. if there's
Yeah.
controversy.
I don't
Oh,
actually
man.
sit in his chats, because I've sat in his chats before, and by the time I leave the chat, I'm
Angry. Just
angry. Angry.
Why is this happening? How do people enjoy this? Nothing against him. He's got an audience for it, but I don't know. It's even just the pace of the video. Like, get to the words already.
Yeah, that's how I
3
felt
or
a lot
4
of times.
hours to talk about something that could take a half hour, and it's
Yeah,
mostly
if you
just him there.
drag it out, drag it
think
out
that-
for a half hour.
There's a market for it though. Like sometimes people want to sit
Yep.
around for 3.5 hours and be mad.
Yep.
Yeah,
I guess so. I guess so. It's working for him.
Yeah.
Well, I was wondering, was he like doing that whole shtick before Acetate Gate, or did it kick
I don't
off with
think
this?
so,
Yeah,
man.
he
I
was.
remember.
He was.
I don't know, because I remember early on, like my first exposure to him was on DJ's channel when DJ first started doing Friday night streams. Like before we had our before we were on there regularly, he had is it Thoro or Toro?
Keep it thorough.
Thorough.
That guy, he had him on there as the guest on one of the earliest episodes, and like that was the first time I was introduced to him, and I don't remember those vibes at all. And I checked his channel then and tried to watch a few videos, and I must just not have missed or must have missed it or something. But
I
It
think it
seems
started
like-
with
I know it
Acetate
seems
Gate, to
it's-
be honest with you. I think it really took off with Acetate Gate.
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he was nearly at that level before. I'm with Mark on that. I don't think that was the way his channel was, but Acetate Gate took it to another level.
I think like I mean, and I might be wrong about this, so don't take my word as gospel, but it seemed like he was doing a little bit at least of his own specking, like some of the stuff that similar to some of the stuff he was critical of on his own channel. And then Acetate Gate happened and he was all over the place. What I really hated about Acetate Gate is that yes, there was a definite problem there, but it got blown way out of perspective when it came to certain people. Like I remember, person that was actually there.
Chip,
And-
the only person who actually mattered in the situation, Chip.
Yes, sir. Because Chip is absolutely wonderful human being. I've actually gotten
America's sweetheart.
I've gotten the joy of meeting Chip in person,
StreamYard Pounder.
actually, because he's from the Chicago area,
Mhm.
and I used to live in the Chicago area, and I actually met him. And you see her around Miss So in chats. I met her and Chip at the same time on
Friend of the
Free Comic
show.
Book Day. Yeah, a few years back. And Chip is just one of the nicest people. Like what you see on camera is what you get in person. And he kind of got a lot of shit because of that.
Yeah, he killed his channel after that.
And I would love nothing more than to see him come back. But man, I think it seems like he just got so.
I mean, he's still present. I still
Yeah.
hang out on his channel and stuff. He hangs out. Well, I don't want to like he intentionally took down what he had and came back in a different way so that he can participate in YouTube the way he enjoys it. So I'm not going to put
Right.
the stuff out there. If you follow Chip, you follow Chip. And
What I thought was interesting was like he was coming out there and he was saying, "This is what I saw." And then everybody started blowing it up and saying, this person was cutting the line, this person's cutting the line. And Chip was there to be like, no, sorry, I didn't see that. That's not what I saw. Yeah. But then all of a sudden it just became, let's attack everyone, whether we have reason or proof or not.
My favorite thing about it was when was it Jim Mint who put out that video, like trying to put his side out there, but everyone at that point knew it was all bullshit what he was saying, and it was so bad that he actually deleted the video.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was
I actually made a meme about it, and he actually laughed at my meme, and it wasn't an entirely nice meme, so I thought that was cool of him.
Yeah.
But yeah, the good old glory
He did
days of
little-
Acetate Gate.
It's like, where's Skeff? Where's the bus?
Well, I know them boys are thirsty for some more of that drama like I am. Maybe we can maybe Durds can deliver for us.
We
here
should
at
make
Hero.
some drama at the C3 booth so we can sell everything. Make sure
There's
y'all
gonna
come
be
by
drama anyway.
in case there's going to be drama at the C3 booth. You don't want to miss it, but while you're there, you have to spend money, or we're going to ask you to please keep it moving.
Yeah, I saw him
Oh
playing
yeah, his
Helldiver.
Star Wars stuff is great.
He was a Helldiver too, so respect to spreading democracy like that. Very important. Thank you, DJ. Always appreciate that, man. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Thank you so much to the panel for jumping on and keeping it interesting tonight. Thank you to the chat for keeping it lit. That's all I got for y'all this week. Until next time, peace, comic book fans.
Like your